is Queen Tajay back with another video, and in this video I will be showing 3 different methods on how to marble. So the first nail, I will be using acrylic. I will be using very wet beads to swirl them around. You've seen me do this method several times, and this is my favorite marbling method, honestly. And then second would be the Sharpie effect, which is what I will be showing next. So again, right here, I would just be using very wet beads of acrylic, marbling them to my desired look, and encapsulating them with a very sheer pink or clear. So for the second method, I will be using the Sharpie method. You will see me go in with a very thin layer of white gel polish, cure that. I also applied a very thin layer of gel top coat and cured that, and then I will be going in with my Sharpies and making very thin lines and making sure they're spaced out so the colors do not blend too much to where it looks like a brownish color or whatever. I do want to say that the fine point Sharpie, which is the black, is better than the ultra fine point Sharpie. Unfortunately, I did not mean to pick these ultra fine point Sharpies up, but I did, so I'm just going to use them as best as I can. However, they can be a little harder to work with. So when doing this method, please try to use the fine point Sharpie. So after drawing the lines on the gel top coat, I am going to go in with a very small brush and kind of use my alcohol or acetone to blend the colors. I did use acetone because I just find it better to work with when using Sharpies, because I don't like my marbling with Sharpies to be too dark. I want it to kind of fade into the background, if that makes sense. So I did use acetone. However, you can use alcohol, but you know, I just think acetone is better. It's a preference. So after blending your Sharpies, you do want to let that sit and dry so that when you apply your gel top coat, it do not smear. So that is exactly what I did, and it came out perfectly fine. So for the third marbling method, I will be using only gel polish. This is not one of my favorites, although this nail came out perfectly fine. I just prefer that the colors are a little lighter unless I'm using acrylic. So with that being said, I did apply a very thin layer of white gel polish, which is what I chose to be my base color. I cured that, and then after that was cured, I went in with white, orange, and black dots of gel polish and blended each color separately. So I blended the white gel polish first, the orange, and then went in with my black because it's the darkest color and I did not want it to take over the nail. I did use acetone for this as well. However, you can use alcohol. Again, this is a preference of mine, and you can just do what you want with this method, with all of these methods.